Okay, so if you're watching this, you probably have blown out shocks on the front of your car, and now you need to figure out how to replace them, or you've already bought parts. I'll give you a couple of hints before we start. The first of which is that pre-built shock setups on Amazon have really dumped in price. You can get these shockteks off of Amazon, and you can buy it fully assembled for cheaper than it costs you to buy the top mount, the spring, and the shock itself. The second helpful hint that I'll give you is that these Corollas are unibody frames with a floating front chassis, and if you jack up the car and you go to pop the hood and it doesn't open, it's because your unibody is flexing. Put the car back down and then pop the hood and then jack it up, just so that nobody freaks out. And I guarantee there's somebody who's going to smack themselves in the forehead and say, oh yeah, he warned me about that. So anyways, save yourself some time, buy a pre-made. Now I'll just walk you through a couple of things, and you should be able to figure it out from there. Alright, the first of which is when you're looking into here, you're going to need to pull the brake hose. I'll post up a photo up there as to where it is so that you can see. I'll also point it out on here. It sits on this right here. If you notice, there is a screw hole there. That's because there is a nut through it that holds it in place. Don't forget that, or else you're replacing brake hoses next. Second, you want to remove the two nuts that are on the back of the steering knuckle. Those go through right here. In order to do this the easy way, borrow a set of torches. Heat up the nut so it's red hot, and then take it off. Saves you hours and hours of hateful comments. After you're done with that, you can take out the nuts that are at the top up here. I'll post up yet another photo. Once you take those out, the whole assembly will drop. At that point, it's a lot nicer to have somebody here, because yet again, you're trying to save from replacing brake hoses. Otherwise than that, pretty much install is the exact opposite. Fine.